We're not doing that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, coming to you live from California, the fourth largest economy in the world. And with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Buddy, it's going great. From me,
Ooh.
what, probably like the last largest economy in the world, Ohio.
That's good. That's good. Double D, how was your week?
Buddy, the week was great. We actually recorded 2 episodes in advance because I was out of town for my brother's birthday, which
Yeah.
was so much fun. We did a like bar crawl from like 1 p.m. until 2 a.m. So
Mm.
it
Did
was
you have to take a nap somewhere in there? Because
I normally do, but your boy powered through. So,
nice. Look at you being a
but
big boy.
I know. Well, it's all that training that we did when we were younger.
Team in training.
Right? Oh, yeah, that's right. And then I just wanted to show off my newest mug, one of my favorite drag queens, Coco Peru. Uh, that
Yay.
bothers me. It's definitely like a life motto. Everything bothers me. So,
Now you said now who was this person?
Coco
Because I
Peru.
don't want to get the
So,
pronoun wrong.
she's a drag queen, been around, I mean, for the longest time. I mean, she was in movies, I think in the 90s, like Trick. She was also in Tu Wong Fu, a favorite of ours. She was in the beginning scene where all the drag queens were dancing and competing. And
Oh, okay.
she had the iconic, had like a cup in her hand and she crushed it because
Okay.
of Patrick Swayze's drag queen was, or, persona was outdoing everybody or something like that. So, but
Okay. All right.
look her
I'll
up.
have to rewatch that again. Maybe that can be one of our movie nights again to watch. That was always a
Ooh.
fun one to watch.
It was. So, speaking of drunken parties, how was your week?
Oh. It was a drunken party week.
Oh,
Just like your brother, I am an April baby as well. So I had a
oh,
lot of good times going on. But as you know, I'm not someone who actually really celebrates birthdays, but I did have some good days and everything. And it's been actually a pretty exciting couple of weeks for sports because I have been watching let's see, the WNBA draft
nice.
and the NBA playoffs have started, obviously. And so then this week is then the NFL draft. And so there's been a lot of drama going on with that. And my Raiders, as you guys know, I am a diehard Raider fan. Let's do that, yeah.
Did you get did you get anybody good?
Oh, we got some good picks. We got some good picks, and we have now we have a coach that we can get things done and get to the next level. My boy Tom Brady is leading the charge, and so if he gets us back to the Super Bowl, then all is forgiven.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, so no, it's been an exciting couple of days, and just looking forward to the weekend and seeing what's going on. So, with that, what do you have for us today?
Well, what I have for us
Mm.
this week is a little bit of the rumor mill, not something that I'm normally into. I figured I'd dip my toe in the Franklin celebrity category here and see what's going on in the Hollywood Hills. You know what I'm saying?
Please tell me.
So, picture this, Sicily.
Picture it. Sicily, 2025.
So, picture it's April 22nd, 2025. You're scrolling through X, or most of us call it Twitter,
Mhm.
and boom, Jeffree Star drops a bombshell tweet. It says, "Okay, fuck it. The rumors were true." So, no context, no follow up, just that. So, of course, the internet was like freaking out, fans, haters, we're all speculating. Was he referring to the long-standing rumor about him and Kanye West?
Oh my God.
Yes, our boy
Okay.
Kanye. So,
That's your boy.
so let's rewind a little bit here back to 2021. Let's go in the Wayback Machine. Uh,
Okay.
a TikTok influencer named Ava Louise had claimed that Kanye was hooking up with a very famous male beauty guru. which the internet quickly deduced to be Jeffree Star because of a song that Star had put out called "Bitch Please." So, right in the song, he Jeffree Star referenced Ye or Yee, however you say it, saying, "Sucked off Kanye West. Now I'm one of the bros." So, so
My
Jeffree,
stars.
right, for 2021, scandalous. So Jeffree denied the rumors, stating in a YouTube video that this is so weird, this is so stupid. He emphasized that he likes very tall men and had never even hung out with Kanye.
Mm.
So in 2022, Jeffree Star mentioned West in a tweet that he was going to expose everything. And if you guys only knew the truth about what they're doing to Britney and Kanye, which, Britney,
What they doing to Brittany? Oh, we already know.
back in the day.
Brainwashing. Hmm.
Yeah. So and then Star
Somebody
also,
needs to get a conservatorship on Kanye.
hey, if they can do it to Britney, they can do it to Kanye. Get what's Kim
Do
doing?
it to you.
Isn't she in the pocket of the president? She should be able to get Trump to get Kanye a conservatorship.
Hmm. Or deported.
Right. So Kanye was all or sorry, not Kanye, Jeffree Star in 2022 was also on Logan Paul's podcast saying
Ugh.
that he was involved with rappers and said the rumor with Kanye were untrue.
So
So
now it was
mhm,
untrue. Okay, so back then it was untrue.
right. But it's like conflicting like back and forth kind of stuff. Like they said in the in the song he's talking about sucking off Kanye, but then when he's
Oh my
questioned
god.
about it, he's like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about," kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So here's where things get even messier. So Jeffree Star's cryptic tweet came right after Kanye released his new song Cousins, where he made some disturbing confessions about his past. Um,
Disgusting.
so, the timing of all this led many to believe that Jeffrey was trying to divert attention or add fuel
Hmm.
to the fire. So, in this song Cousins, Kanye, you know, discusses apparently an incestuous relationship that he had with his cousin. Some
Ugh.
of the lyrics are hanging with my cousin, reading dirty magazines. We seen some hard R N word kissing, and we ain't know what that shit mean. Then we start reenacting everything that we had seen. And then also in the song, he says, I gave my cousin head.
Another piece to the puzzle.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, clearly, Kanye has been going through a lot. And
Yeah.
we joke about it and we go back and forth, but obviously he has. I don't think Kanye's been right, and now it seems like he hasn't been right from the get go. But I don't think he's been right since his mom died suddenly,
Mhm.
and from there it's just been a downward spiral for him. Some things he says are just, oh my god, like
Yeah.
that one time he stated slavery for black people was a choice,
Oh, yeah.
and everything, and you know
Ugh.
it's really crazy. Now he's spouting off that he wish he never got with Kim and he didn't want those kids, and I'm just like, dude, your kids are old enough to see this and hear this, and this is what you're saying, you
Right.
know?
Right.
But yeah, the rumors about Kanye have been out there for a long time. Back when he was with Amber, was it Amber Rose?
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yep.
Okay. And I guess that, they were going back and forth and whatnot, and they had broken up. And one of the best quotes she had was she called him a fingers in the booty ass bitch. So, that's apparently what he's into. That's what he likes. And I mean, everyone's choice and what they want to do, do it. But it's like, bruh, don't throw shade at people unless you plan on, getting it, back. So
Yeah.
it's he's got some he's got some real issues. And again, like I say, somebody needs to go get him and lock him up for a little bit and get him some help that he desperately needs. To admit
Mm.
something like that about his cousin. And where is this cousin, by the way?
You know, that cousin's like, "What the hell?" As he hears the song.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, and Kim has been quiet for a long time. I mean, I'm hopefully she is, guarding her kids and making sure that they're safe and not listening to any of this craziness. But yeah, Kanye, he's got some issues there. I really don't know. I mean,
Mhm.
there was a point I kind of felt sorry for him because again, losing a parent the way he lost his mother, really, I think sent him on a spiral. But then now after all that, okay, bro, look, figure out your issues, get the help that you need. Um, he's running around with Ku Klux Klan headgear going on,
I know.
you know. So I don't know, but it's it's making him money. Hey, okay, there you go.
I mean, and this is the whole thing, like, if he is, bi or whatever, or, like, did have affair like, things with Jeffree Star, like, whatever, like, who cares?
Hmm.
But it's just, like, so they're both problematic people, Jeffree Star and Kanye.
Right.
Jeffree Star has a history of, controversy. He started off as, like, a MySpacer celebrity.
Mm.
Back in those days, he used to use a lot of racial slurs. He also commented once that he wanted to throw battery acid on a black woman to lighten her skin. I mean, he is, not the shining, star of humanity.
No, no pun intended.
Right. Oh, that's true. Not intentional. But like at the same time, you can see both these personalities getting along if this is how Kanye really is, kind
Right,
of
right.
thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's sad because Kanye was seemed like so um, promising and when he
Yeah,
first came out.
when he first came out, yeah, but
And then like you said,
you
his
know,
mother died and it just all kind of spiraled. And now you kind of one hand you feel kind of bad for the guy, and the other hand, you're just like, what the fuck are you saying? Like
exactly,
kind of thing.
exactly.
Like putting
Yeah,
down his
and I
own people
was
and everything. It's like, wow.
right, and it's going really, really crazy right now, and just like say spinning out of control.
Mhm.
Um, what was that quote from the Equalizer? When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. And here comes the mud just sliding down the hill
Yeah.
because this is yeah it's a lot and but I mean he has fans that still support him and that's great and everything but at the end of the day I think that Kanye does have some issues. I think that he even either he diagnosed himself or somebody else did that he was a manic depressive.
Mm.
So again I you know I'm not an expert.
Don't claim to be.
Don't claim to be, but I have done a lot of research. No.
Right. I have life
So
experience.
exactly. So, but yeah, he definitely needs to get some help, some serious help. Um, and again, hopefully, it's not too late for him because again, he's a phenomenal artist. When he first came out, and some of the music he has put out as of late has been different. But back in the day, Kanye was was a genius, is a
Right.
genius. So yeah, let's see how all of this plays out. God, cousin Jeffree Star. It's just oh my God,
I
all of
know.
it's a mess.
And it could
Sorted.
just be people just trying to keep themselves relevant, at this time. Like, as people are
Well, he
known to
has
kind of throw stuff
definitely
out there, but
yeah, he has definitely been out there every single day, every single moment. These other ones, like I say, this Jeffree Star, um, that one is just ridiculous. But again, Amber Rose said it. She called it years ago.
boop boop.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh goodness.
Exactly. So, well, if Kanye, wants to send in some questions on some support, we will definitely, try to guide him through. But
Right.
let's see how that all plays out at the end of the day.
Exactly. Well,
So,
speaking of
speak,
advice. Oh, go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of advice, what do you have for us today?
Well, as always, my friends, we want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals and our advice should not be taken seriously. But what
Never.
qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we survived the Castro's 2 for 1 night and didn't get kidnapped by Kanye in that white van. So we are qualified to guide you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
When the man in a white robe showed up and asked for a couple fingers in the booty hole, we knew not to follow.
You're like, I'll pass.
So today we're gonna be pulling our questions from Reddit's advice category and the Am I the Asshole category.
Yes, you are.
If you would, if you would, it just never gets old. Keeps throwing me off each time. If you would like us to answer your request for advice, please DM us on our socials or comment. Maybe your question will appear on our next episode.
Okay.
All right. First one is fiance not liking any job. So they go on to say, my fiance went to college and got a bachelor's in nursing. She has been in nursing and making decent money the past 3 or more years. She's got about $30,000 in debt from it. She has had
Ooh.
3 different jobs and hated every one. Bad people, didn't like the type of work, lied to about job description, staffing issues, etc. I feel that
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty common from everything I've seen and heard about healthcare. She is not liking any job and it gives her so much anxiety. We gotta, yeah, we gotta try working retail. Goodness. We got a nicer, expensive apartment while we're trying to save for a house. She is trying to keep switching jobs or look at easier, less paying options to get out of the field. I feel like every job will have some nonsense. I've tried to talk with her about the stress of work and how to work around it. She's tried therapy and says it doesn't help much. She doesn't listen to much of what I say about trying to stick with it or stick it through and work it out. Also, we are looking to get a house and start trying for a baby in the next year.
Mm.
I feel it's unfair for her to leave her job for something that pays much less. She ultimately is wanting to be a stay at home mom. I feel it's unfair for her to have all this college debt as well as rent mortgage that will be all on me when we get married and have a kid. Am I the
No, it
asshole
won't.
for telling her she needs to try and work through it and tough it out?
No, you're not. First of all, it's her. It's not the jobs. It sounds like it's her. And she needs to look in the mirror because, yeah, every job is going to have its challenges. And if you're going to continue to jump because, staffing issues or, all these other complaints she had, it's going to be the same thing when you jump to the next one, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's her and her partner, whoever this is, prenup.
All right.
You make sure if you go into anything with her is that, hey, this is your debt and you are responsible for it. This is mine and I'm responsible for it. I'm not paying your debt.
Hmm.
So, you need to figure out what what you need to do. So, no, it's not her fault. It's not that person's fault. It's the won't she be a traveling nurse? Because the traveling nurses, they be making bank,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
That's what I heard.
So
Um,
she can go away for a couple of months and come back, pay off a debt and then go off again.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. It sounds like she just doesn't want to work, period, and is already like trying to get settled into that stay at home, kind of
Mhm.
lifestyle and rely on her fiance at this point to pay for everything. I mean, I've been
Make
in
sure you
that
write
type,
it out.
right? I've been in that type of relationship before. I had a partner that had an excuse for every job that they left or got fired from.
Mhm.
That every single place that they worked at, they had an issue with and ended up all the financial stuff resting on me, and it sucks. So, and especially like when you move into like a nicer place and you think you're gonna have 2 incomes, but the other person just keeps not working.
Okay?
It
He's like, "Damn, this is just me."
exactly. It sucks. And listen, dude, once she has that baby, it's over. Like
Over. It's
you
over now.
you need to work this stuff out now. Like you said, prenup, whatever, because
Right.
she's not gonna be working in the near future.
She's not. She's waiting for you just to get that bingo job
Yeah,
to
and
take her.
you know,
Yep.
if someone wants to be a stay-at-home mom, great. Like, that has to be between both partners, so and agreed to and worked
Yep.
out between both partners.
Uh-huh.
But, like,
Yeah.
if
That's a conversation you guys have
yeah.
going into whatever this is. So yeah, don't move with her. Don't get anything with her until you guys figure everything out. So no. And it sounds like you just need to like dip. Dip, baby, dip.
I mean, I tried to be a stay-at-home mom for our child Ray Ray, and you would not let me.
Yeah. And you see how that worked out.
He's now with his Auntie Mel. Alright, moving on.
Please.
So the next one is, am I the asshole for filing a restraining order on a pair of missionaries? I mean, I'm already saying
Yes.
no. Uh,
Oh my
so they go on
God.
to say, I used to be, technically still am, a member of the LDS Mormon Church. I've tried to get
Mm.
my records removed, but it's gone nowhere, and I still get members and missionaries showing up to my house even when I moved. Ah, that's creepy. Ugh.
I know. Big brother.
Well, in the past 2 months, I have been visited once a week by the same pair of missionaries, along with one of my male cousins. For context, they can't visit a single lady unless another male is with them. I tell them
Mm.
each week to stop visiting and tell whichever cousin they bring that it's not welcome, necessary, or funny, and they really need to stop. When they came over last Saturday while I was having a barbecue with some friends and coworkers, and they just started mingling, preaching to my guests. I didn't even
Well, how
real
did they get in?
Oh, they go,
Okay,
so I didn't
sorry.
even it's okay. I had the
Jeez.
same thought. I didn't even realize they were there because I was on the grill until one of my coworkers came up to me and basically complained about me inviting him to a barbecue as an excuse to get my church members to preach to him and his boyfriend. Insane.
You she was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Let's have
I
that kind of party.
right. That's next weekend. I had to apologize and explain to him the situation and promise it wasn't like that at all. I decided I was done. They didn't even try to find me. They just harassed my guests and came into my property uninvited, so I called the police.
Ooh.
Right? They showed up and said they can ask them to leave, but they can't really do anything else since I didn't ask them to leave myself first. So
Mhm.
I showed them the ring footage and how I've been asking them to stop coming to my house for 2 months. And they said I could file a restraining order for stalking, but it might not go anywhere. So they walked me through the online forums and I have a hearing soon. Since
Wow.
then, the church members have sent me emails. Their youth have heart attacked my door porch, and my LDS family have made Facebook posts about me being the literal devil. I mean, girl, same.
So
Uh,
ridiculous.
So if you're wondering what, before I move on, so when they said heart attack, I guess
Yeah, what is
it's
that?
a thing where they like write these paper hearts and messages on them with like quotes from the Book of
Bible.
Mormon and the Bible and like messages from friends and family saying they miss the person and they tape it all over the front of their house. Insane.
Sounds like a witness protection program is needed here
Right.
because that is crazy. Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So they go on to say,
Okay, go
with the
on.
hearing
Yeah.
getting no, that's cool. With the hearing getting closer, I'm starting to feel nervous and like maybe I've blown everything out of proportion. Like these missionaries are still teens, and maybe I should be redirecting my anger at my family, who are probably the ones behind it. Am I the asshole if I go through with the hearing?
No, you're not the asshole. And secondly, when they start coming to your door, sure, let them in and start preaching about the devil and gay sex
Yes.
and, just start talking about all this other stuff and have porn going on in the background. Dirty hardcore porn
Bow, chicka,
just going
bow,
on in the
wow.
yeah, going on in the background and go, does that entice you? Does it intrigue you? Do you like that? You know, just all time, and they'll stop. They'll stop eventually. Uh,
You know from experience.
yes, come on in. Let me show you something. But yeah, that's crazy to see that. And how are they? Yeah, that is stalking because if this person is moving, how are they finding her?
Hey, they
That's
got
crazy.
ways, man. They got ways.
That's the truth. So yeah, sounds like yeah, just flip the script on them. Sure, come on in and start having some vodka cocktails sitting out for them, all types of stuff, leading them down the different path. Or better yet, you know what? Start showing up to their house and shoot, put some what did you call it? Some gay literature all over their door.
Heart attack, or was it do like
Okay.
a dildo shaped paper
Yes,
cutouts?
dildos, paper cutouts all on their door. Just flip the script. Don't don't let it ruin you.
Mm. I mean, they will hunt down their members. When I lived in California, I lived in a place where somebody that was part of the LDS church used to live there, and I would get notes and stuff taped to my door from
'Cause they
them trying to
knew.
find this person. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, am I being watched? Like,
Yes,
and of
they
course, it's
knew.
just like,
They
if you want
already
to
knew.
join,
Yeah. Oh, they're not there, but if you'd like to come on down and join,
right?
I'm, open for it. Discussion. That's what happens. They
It,
get you.
it's like your kind don't want me. Trust me.
Definitely. The
As
devil don't want me either.
as I open up the door with my caftan on and my my chunky jewelry and
Okay.
my martini in hand.
Hello. Oh my God.
Hello.
Come on in. I was just about to sit down and watch a good movie.
Too long foo. You ever hear of it? I
No,
mean,
we're not doing all that.
I feel bad because if these are like kids, like they say teens, they don't specify if it's like 13 or if it's like 18,
No, they're
19.
they're usually like between 15 to 18 when they start sending them out on the mission. The
Mhm.
elders from the Mormon temple, and they go around the nice little pressed white shirts.
I feel bad though. Like you're sending these kids out there and I don't know.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Ugh.
That's what they do. So, well, yeah, you're not the asshole. Go through with it and then post what's going on next, so we can find out how it all turns out.
Yeah, no updates yet, but we'll find out.
That's great.
Well, that's all that I had for today.
That's a wrap. And may your decisions be as questionable as ours.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, thank you again, everyone, for the comments, the likes, the shares. I love it. A lot of good feedback over the weekend from talking to people in person. So thank you for those who are listening and let me know how we're doing. Um, but yeah, so I mean, any updates for your fans, Franklin, that we need to know about?
They just love the content. And the mugs. The mugs are a hot thing right now, a hot topic.
Oh,
So now I got to get myself a little gimmick as well.
I'm like, I'm gonna run out of space for these mugs at some point.
Right. Maybe I'll start bringing out the shot glasses.
Yes, got plenty of those.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
you enjoy the rest of your day, and everyone else enjoy the rest of your weekend.
On that note, bye.
Bye.